Exhausted after a long day, Donald Duck dozed off on the bus. If the driver hadn't woken him up, he probably would have missed his stop. As soon as he got home, Donald quickly washed up. He set his alarm for the next morning. Then he was finally ready to get some sleep. But the moment he closed his eyes, a bright light shined through the window. Even when he turned over, the light seemed to find a new angle. It just wouldn't leave him alone. Frustrated, Donald pulled the blanket over his head. Then he used his foot to pull the curtains shut. But the curtains seemed determined to mess with him. They somehow rolled back up on their own. Donald had no choice but to tie them down with a rope. Just when he thought the problem was solved and lay back down, the curtains opened again. Donald was losing his mind. He got so angry that he ended up breaking the curtains. But before he could fall asleep, another problem appeared. The faucet started dripping. The sound was tiny, yet it had a strange rhythm. Each drip felt like it was pounding directly into Donald's head. With a sigh, he got up and tightened the faucet. 2 seconds later, it started dripping again. Even with his hands covering his ears, he could still hear it clearly. The drops sounded like little explosions. It felt as if the entire house was shaking. Each drip was like a hammer, relentlessly pounding away at his nerves. Donald stormed back to the faucet. He was so angry that he twisted the handle right off. Then he placed every bowl he could find underneath to catch the water. But somehow, that only made the noise worse. Completely exhausted, Donald leaned his head under the faucet. He started catching the drops with his tongue. Once everything finally became quiet, he drifted off to sleep. But sleeping like that wasn't exactly practical, so Donald came up with another idea. He grabbed a cork and jammed it into the faucet. Unfortunately, that didn't solve the problem. The pipe started leaking everywhere. After a lot of struggling and experimenting, Donald finally built a contraption. It redirected the drips onto a sponge. That way, the water made no sound at all. Donald spent the entire night replacing soaked sponges. Then morning arrived. His boss called and demanded to know why he hadn't shown up for work. At that moment, Donald finally snapped.